Everyone has stuff buried or denied that is arising. April 27, 2016. The sense of humanity's oneness is arising in millions of people all across the planet, and as it does so, it is then being sensed by millions more. The collective intent to awaken is stirring humanity, and there is no going back. Your awakening is inevitable and imminent. News of worldwide suffering and deprivation, regardless of the cause or reason for these unhappy situations, is inspiring compassion on the scale never before seen on Earth. The tsunami of love continues to grow and intensify because so many are intending to be loving in every moment of their lives. The power of your intent is amazing, and soon you will become aware of that power in each of your individual lives as you continue to open your hearts to the divine field of love that embraces you constantly. The light that you light bearers, light holders, and light workers are displaying by your living examples of love in action through your compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, and lack of judgment grows brighter daily. Yes, most of you fail at times, falling back into fear and egoic behaviors, but your intent to be loving remains and is quickly re-established as you see what has occurred and forgive yourselves. Self-forgiveness is essential because it clears the negative emotional energies that judgment and self-judgment arouses. As those in the spiritual realms keep reminding you, love is all-encompassing, there is no judgment, only unconditional acceptance. The human condition is demanding, God is not. You are all on paths of learning that you planned before you incarnated, and so you are bound to make errors. That is how you learn. The important point here is to admit your errors, where possible, correct them, and make amends to anyone you know you have intentionally offended, and then move on. Often it seems that people are choosing to hurt and offend one another, when in fact they are frequently unaware that their behavior is offensive. Political correctness is a fear-based concept that is often used to hurt or damage someone else. When a person refuses to acknowledge their own issues of lack of self-worth, a very intense and painful state. To be offended is a choice a person has to make. You are all the perfect children of God, so if you feel that someone has offended you, you are choosing to see yourself as less than perfect, and accepting that others' judgment of you. Why would you do that? Only you know your motives and intentions, and another's opinion of you is just that, an opinion based on misinformation and a lack of knowledge. Do not take offense, instead recognize that the one who is attempting to offend you is in fact crying out for love and acceptance. Respond gently, without anger, and allow the negative energy of the moment to dissipate. Because of the intense pain so many experienced in their formative years as humans, it became necessary for them to very quickly deny or bury the pain in order to survive. But stuff buried or denied festers and grows like a physical infection, and if not allowed to resurface, be re-acknowledged, and then offered comfort, will lead to more serious physical or psychological damage. Everyone has stuff buried or denied that is arising, often seemingly uninvited, at this point in humanity's awakening process to be acknowledged and released. So acknowledge what is asking to arise, make space for it to do so, and let it flow through you, like grief. It cannot be rushed, but attempting to understand or recall its origins stops the flow and traps you in a seemingly endless loop of re-experiencing it. The pain that arises can be very intense, rather like the pain of a very bad burn, and may cause you to howl, scream, and even writhe in agony. Allowing that flow of emotions is the process of release. So allow. Stopping the flow because it is painful or embarrassing will not work. It is as though you had within you a container filled with ancient pain and suffering, and that container is your heart. You have to allow it all to drain out through your experiencing of it, and when it has, you will indeed feel drained and exhausted. But now there is room for love to fill and heal that empty space within you. Until it is released, allowed to flow through, you have effectively built and are maintaining a defense system that retains the pain and locks out love. When you choose to enter the process of releasing all this gunk, and even if it seems to be arising unbidden, it means that at a deeper level you have chosen to allow this release to occur. It can be extremely helpful to have with you a loving and intimate friend whom you trust implicitly, to hold you close and offer the comfort you did not receive when the pain originally occurred. It will also be cathartic for the friend because this kind of release will also be healing for her and for humanity. Remember, you are never alone, there is no separation, and to share the release you are undergoing is a loving exchange that heals you both, along with humanity. As you well know, you are on Earth at this time to assist in humanity's awakening process, and releasing the buried pain and suffering. Humanity's vast lake of trauma is an essential part of the process. All over the world, locked hearts filled with pain are crying out for love but are unable to accept it. There are few among you who do not know someone who is so closed down in fear, guilt, anger, and pain that they will allow no one to approach them, no one to comfort them, and who present an impenetrable barrier to the world around them. This barrier is what you are all helping to dissolve as you make your daily intent to be loving in every situation. Only you can do it. The love that each one of you has burning within you, and that you have chosen to share so generously, is powerful way beyond your ability to conceive of. If you connect with someone who appears offensive, angry, or unapproachable, intend immediately to send them love, and know that healing has started for them in that moment. You are indeed divine beings of unassailable love and compassion who have willingly chosen an earth life at this time to assist in the awakening process, and that amazingly altruistic choice you made, knowing how difficult and painful your path would be, is most highly honored here in the spiritual realms, as you will discover when you return home to Heroes Welcomes. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com